Greetings, speed enthusiasts!
Today we reviewed the final duels in the 10-second car category of the 18th edition of the Copa Carnival de Piques Cuarto de Milla Barranquilla 2025.
The first matchup is between Ronald Lades and his McLaren MP4 and Hernan Giraldo and his Volkswagen Golf GTI. However, the latter does not show up and is therefore disqualified.
Thus, the first duel we will see is between Ronald Chavez in his Audi RS Q3 and Jason Espitia in his Audi RS3.
Entonces tendremos a Jason Espitia contra Ronald Chavez. Se prepara Valentina Zurdo del número 94. Ya tenemos a Ronald Chavez por el número 65. Recordemos que en los 300 metros sigue en competencia.
The victory goes to Jason Espitia in his Audi RS3. The next duel is between Nicolas Montilla in his Ford Mustang and Valentina Zuluaga in her Audi SQ5.
The victory goes to Valentina Zuluaga in her Audi SQ5. Next, we have a race between Andres Calderon in his Audi S3 and Javier Lopez in his Audi TT S.
Javier López 1077.
The winner is Javier Lopez in his Audi TT S.
The next duel was supposed to be between Ronald Chavez in his Audi RS3 and Julian Prado in his BMW M440i. However, the latter does not show up and is therefore disqualified.
We now move on to a race between Holmes Angulo in his BMW M240i xDrive and Fernando Martinez in his Audi RS3.
68 su tiempo.
winner is Holmes Angulo in his BMW M240i xDrive.
The next duel was supposed to be between Juan Carlos Garcia in his Porsche 911 Turbo S and Pedro Mogollon in his Audi RS3. However, the latter does not show up and is therefore disqualified.
Next, we have a race between Ronald Chavez in his McLaren MP4 and Jason Espitia in his Audi RS3.
Ronald Chavez in his McLaren MP4 commits a false start and makes a slow pass, giving an easy victory to Jason Espitia in his Audi RS3.
The next race is between Valentina Zuluaga in her Audi SQ5 and Javier Lopez in his Audi TT S.
After a close duel, the victory goes to Javier Lopez in his Audi TT S.
Next, Ronald Chavez in his Audi RS3 faces Holmes Angulo in his BMW M240i xDrive.
The winner is Ronald Chavez in his Audi RS3. Then, Jason Espitia in his Audi RS3 faces Javier Lopez in his Audi TT S.
If you're enjoying the video, please support us with a like. Javier Lopez in his Audi TT S has an issue at the start, giving an easy victory to Jason Espitia in his Audi RS3.
Next, Ronald Chavez in his Audi RS3 faces Juan Carlos Garcia in his Porsche 911 Turbo S.
After a very close race and a difference of only 0.09 of a second at the finish line, the victory goes to Juan Carlos Garcia in his Porsche 911 Turbo S.
And up next, he will face Jason Espitia in his Audi RS3.
Se regresa por la pista y se prepara John Jiménez, número 3. Jason Espitia, 0,214.
Juan Carlos Garcia in his Porsche 911 Turbo S has a problem with the start and abandons the duel, giving the victory to Jason Espitia in his Audi RS3, who will now face John Jimenez in his Audi TT VR6 Turbo.
Subscribe and hit the notification bell, so you don't miss our upcoming videos.
The winner is John Jimenez in his Audi TT VR6. His next opponent will be Duvan Cedino in his BMW M340i xDrive.
Ese es como usted. ¿Va a limpiar?
After an incredibly close duel and thanks to his reaction time, the victory with a difference of 11 thousandths of a second at the finish line, goes to Duvin in his BMW M340i xDrive, advancing to the final where he will face Omar Gonzalez in his Audi RS3.
Duvin Cedino in his BMW M340i has a poor reaction time of more than 2 seconds, giving an easy victory to Omar Gonzalez in his Audi RS3, despite him also having a reaction time of over 1 second. Thus, he wins the champion trophy in the 10-second car category of this 18th edition of the Copa Carnival de Piques Cuarto de Milla Barranquilla 2025. Congratulations to him and his team! We've reached the end. If you enjoyed the video, please give it a like and consider subscribing for more content. Thank you for watching, and see you next time.